That is and forget it. Bring your roofies, you know what I'm saying?
So for those of you who aren't just so you know, if you're just listening, right now what you're seeing is a blurry dog and her blurry owner sitting behind her.
I'm kind of retarded.
Hi, you must be new.
In syphilis, the treatment is usually with penicillin.
Cheers. Cheers, buddy.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the podcast, number 113. And Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, John. Happy
Thanks,
New
Kim.
Year to all our listeners and their families and their pets and whoever else they care about.
Happy
I
New Year
guess.
to our listeners, and Happy New Year to any of their family members. They get to listen to us this New Year.
Okay. Yeah. I hope it's going well for everybody so far.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, I felt it today because when we're recording this, it's Monday, January 4th. And
Happy 4th.
yeah, and it feels like all the holiday stuff has ended now.
Oh, yeah,
Which
we're
is
out
kind
of
of
it.
a relief,
Yeah.
to be honest.
And for a lot of people, today was their first day back to work.
Mm-hmm.
Especially teachers. I think maybe people are going back to school now.
Yeah, this week.
We've still been working.
Yeah, some people have had like the whole month off.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's getting back into it, getting to the swing of things, the daily grind.
The best
churning
coffee
those
shop
wheels.
ever.
Your little cog in the wheel. Get back to it, guy.
It's time. Time to cog it up.
Mm-hmm.
Cog suck. Yeah, you cog sucker.
Yeah. So I don't know. I haven't completed any of mine. I've actually. I'm gonna be honest. After we said stuff on the New Year's resolutions, I haven't even thought about it.
I haven't either.
I'm done. I think I'm done already
That's fine.
with my stuff.
That's fine.
I don't care. I just don't care.
That's fine.
Okay.
I support that decision.
You still gonna dunk or touch the rim?
I'm going to hope to touch the rim by,
Mhm.
a week before this time next year,
Yeah.
even if it's just a little bit. I mean, we had to play some basketball.
That was
The other
actually
day.
good. That was the first time in a long time.
We went and played basketball. We're shooting around, and the court we're at, there's this big grassy hill leading down to it. We hear this disembodied voice rapping from down the block,
Mm-hmm.
up on the street, up where the hill is. We see him riding by on his bike, and he just hard right down the hill.
Mm-hmm.
We're like, geez, look at this guy. I thought he was going to come down the steps, too.
Yeah, I thought he was about to do some tricks, like a little BMX trick or something.
Then he walks his bike down the steps, which is right even with the court we were playing on.
Mhm.
Walks right through the middle of us shooting. I
Yeah.
was like, what is this guy doing? Puts his stuff down on the bleachers across the court. Walks back across the court right through where we're playing.
Mm-hmm.
Locks his bike on another goal.
Yeah.
Walks right back through where we're shooting for a
Yeah.
third time. Does something with his stuff on the bleachers. Walks back over
Yeah.
to under the rim. And he's like, what are we playing, guys? We're just shooting, guy. Maybe you noticed when you walked through us shooting, you ass.
Yeah, he just he inserted himself right into us.
I mean,
Well, I think what happened was he was just on it because he said he worked close by.
right.
Maybe he goes to that court and shoots sometimes, but I think he saw us, and then once he saw us, he was like, "Oh, I'm going to play with these guys." But he didn't want to be like super aggressive, even though it was kind of aggressive.
Very aggressive.
But I think he was just kind of making his presence known, hoping
He did it.
hoping maybe we'd ask him. But then he was finally just like, "All right, what are we playing?"
Yeah, I thought he was just sitting down to eat his ice cream.
Yeah, but no, he wanted to play with us the whole time. We played with him. We played 21.
Yeah, we played 21. He tried to cheat in the end, but
He
you
did-
still won.
I still won. And I
Um,
felt good about that.
Yeah, weird time. Weird day.
That day,
Good little sweat, though.
no, I enjoyed it. See,
I did
we
too.
talked. I think we even talked on the podcast about playing with just random people
Mhm.
because I think it made me play better. How many shots did I make before we played that game of 21?
Not many,
Like 5 out of 100,
maybe.
and then all of a sudden we start playing 21. Still not shooting great, but I make enough to win the 21.
Right. That
I need
competitive
the,
spirit.
Yeah,
kicked in.
I need the competition. because I'm not that good either way, but still, like, makes me play better.
So maybe your New Year's resolution is just play some more pickup basketball.
Pickup, yeah, maybe a league. I don't know, but still, we said when we were out there, like, if we played a league, I would just embarrass myself. Though.
But now we know you would be elevated. You'd be in an elevated state.
That's true. That's a good point. Yeah. If you really want to try it, I'll try it.
I mean, it'd be fun, I think.
But yeah, we had a whale of a weekend. To be honest, we talked about the recovery because we went pretty hard Thursday through Sunday, I guess, kind of, and I felt pretty bad there for a little bit, but I didn't feel like as bad as I thought I would.
Right.
In the new year, approaching 30, so it kind of gave me a little bit of confidence that I can keep doing this for a little while.
Well, that's good.
How did you feel?
I've like physically, I felt fine.
Yeah.
You know, recovery wise, because obviously we partied hard New Year's Eve, and then we made our first trip 2021 to our favorite cocktail place.
Mm-hmm.
I was just more sleepy, not even tired. I was just sleepy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, and that usually I don't feel sleepy. But I think it was just how much we shoved into a few days. But it was such a fun few days. Mm-hmm. So it's not like I was like, oh, no. Why am I feeling like this?
Yeah.
It was fun. It was worth it, you know?
Do you ever get – I was talking to somebody about this, that like the day after, like, you drink a lot and you're hungover and you feel really bad. Do you ever feel, like, extra sensitive or sad or, like, kind of just dumpy on those days,
No.
even if you're just feeling bad about yourself because you feel bad?
No.
You don't feel that way? Apparently, yeah. I think it's like one or the other. People just feel fine, or people feel like just sad and like gloomy the next day.
Well, I think because I know why I don't feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I wake up and I'm just not feeling good, be it physically or mentally, then I might lean into it more. But I know, oh, well, you did this.
Yeah. I think it's like because you always have so much fun too, and it's like that serotonin and dopamine. I think sometimes I'd say like 3/4 of the time I feel like awful the next day, like mentally, physically, everything. But then like 1/4 of the time I feel all right. I think it just drains me of those feel good.
Yeah, it does that to everybody.
Yeah,
but then even though if you're like if you have a bad hangover, you're still like
I want to hear. That's why I want to hear from other people. I don't know.
That'll probably happen. Yeah. Tell us, guys,
because I've talked to people that feel both ways about it.
I don't know, man. I feel like maybe you're selling yourself short.
What do you mean?
75% of the time, you let it mentally be like, oh, Ken.
The next day?
Yeah.
Yeah, but not because I don't think it's mainly because of the physical part. It's mostly mental for me. You have no idea.
I don't like that.
Okay.
Well, I just don't like that. That seems.
Yeah, but you can't relate.
No, I can't.
Okay.
It seems silly. Like mentally, you know why you don't feel great.
Mm-hmm.
So then you just let it compound on itself.
Kind of like you just wake up, kind of like, and you wake up kind of feeling like it's a rainy day. You know that feeling where you wake up, it's like rainy, you're kind of just tired.
Don't feel like getting out in the rain.
Yeah, you don't want to do anything.
Right.
Like you just kind of feel like like kind of mopey or whatever.
So you're still just kind of explaining a hangover.
Yeah, kind of like that, and it just carries through the day.
But I'm just trying to understand so I can.
Mentally, it's draining for me sometimes.
Right.
To drink.
Right.
For the next day.
Sure. Because of the hangover.
I don't know if that. Yeah. I mean, I would assume so.
Okay.
But
I'm fine with that then. But if it's like all of a sudden there's because you're hungover, you're like oh, and all this other stuff.
I don't know. That's what I want to know. Like what do other people feel the next day? Are people like fine? I mean, obviously they're not fine because of the hangover,
right.
But as far as like mentally,
do you let it go past the hangover?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. If it's like you have a hangover, but then because you have a hangover, you then let yourself mentally be like, man, that thing that happened last week is really bugging me now more than it did yesterday.
Yeah. Well, I start obsessing over random stuff too. But that's the thing for me. Like my physical state is highly linked to my mental state. That's why I exercise all the time. Because if I feel like I mean, I know you'll argue with this, but if I feel weak or like I can't, like if I'm sick or something, like or if we're isolated, like stuff like that. Like if I'm physically like feeling down, it like brings me down mentally too.
Yeah, I can vouch for that.
Yeah.
As far as you go. Yeah, you'll start making some sus decisions at those points in life for sure.
When I'm weak.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, so yeah, that makes sense. That's your personality type. Your physical well-being.
Physical.
Your physical well-being certainly
person.
Dictates a lot of where your mind goes.
Mm-hmm. That's when if I get sick, like I mean, a ton of people are sick right now, but I remember I had strep throat.
Mm-hmm.
Like I guess it's 3 or 4 years ago now, and it was awful. Like I had fever, I couldn't work for a few days, and it was like winter time, so I was just stuck inside, and I couldn't really go do anything because this was in Minnesota, so it was like 0 degrees outside. You can't just go for a walk and be normal. And I was just like I would just lay on the floor because physically I couldn't do anything. It like hurt to move, and like I had like no family around, like no significant other at the time. That and like just because I felt so bad mentally, it just like compounded into or physically into like mental stuff. Man. Yeah, I hate being sick.
It's not fun,
especially if you're pooping. Like you got diarrhea and throwing up and all that kind of stuff.
Throwing up, yeah, I'm used to diarrhea.
That's so unfortunate. I always forget about that. That's so unfortunate. You gotta take fibers. I don't know something.
I just got bubble gut. Man.
Have you tried that? Just taking like a bunch of Metamucil or
no?
No, you haven't.
Mm-mm.
You just like the
I don't
running.
I don't necessarily like it. It's just kind of the same thing. Like you got bad knees, right?
Yeah, but
you
they're
don't
better
like,
now.
You don't like it.
Yeah,
but you're like, well, I just kind of have bad knees.
But no, I did stuff to change it. So I got insoles, and then I was icing my knees for a while, so now they're better.
But pre that,
yeah,
it wasn't like because of the bad knees, you were like, man, this shit's whack. More so than just because you had them. You know what? Does that make sense?
Kind of, but you can you can
right.
help it.
I mean, I could certainly do something.
Yeah.
It's about initiative, which I have 0 of. Self-control, I have 1 of. Self-respect, negative. So it's like, it makes sense to me that this just glob of shit, would be having runny shits all the time. It's like, yeah, that checks out. That's on par.
All right.
That
You're going to get you some Metamucil.
Sure, I'll try it. That's fine.
What if that changes your whole life?
That'd
what
be
if
great.
all of a sudden you have solid shits and then now your whole outlook on life
whole world's moisture.
Yeah. Because now you don't have to worry about it.
Right. I'm sure I'll try it. That'll be a good goal. 2021. Try Metamucil.
At least you don't have this. I don't even think I told you about this. Maybe I did. Did I tell you about my tattoo artist, his poops?
No.
I didn't.
I didn't.
We ended up the last time I was there. We started talking about poop, which it always goes to that at some point. And I was talking. So he thinks he can beat me. First of all, he thinks he can beat me in a poop race. Like I was talking. I don't know how it came up. I was like, the one thing genetically my parents gave me was the ability to just digest and poop anything out in the cleanest manner, fast, efficient. He's like, I think I probably got you beat, man. I was like, I doubt it. I think I got timed at like 7 seconds one time. He was like, yeah, I think that's about it for me. And I was like, what are you talking about? And then his secret came out.
It's just a spew.
He has IBS, and it's just it just explodes out everywhere.
See, that's the big difference. Like maybe time-wise, he could beat you as far as getting it out, but your cleanup's going to be so much faster. Now, if he's saying just getting poop from your hole to the bowl, he might beat you, maybe.
Yeah.
But if you're doing a whole thing from the moment your ass touches the seat to the moment your pants are done, which if he wears underwear, he's going to be slower too.
Yeah, it's true.
But from that to like buttoning up your pants, zipping them up, there's no way. There's no one else.
No, I don't know. He was trying, and I didn't want to like bring him down. He has IBS.
Right, and he's stabbing you thousands of times and has the option to make it more painful if he wants.
Which I feel like he does sometimes. But no, you can't even be considered in the same. It's got to be like that's a whole different thing. That's a whole different
Now, if he can get it out, clean up, a good cleanup, and have it on, then respect to him.
Respect to him. But he also says that every time he eats in a restaurant, like he has to stay. He has to make sure when he's ready to go, he has to stay an extra 10 minutes just in case it hits him, and then he has to go to the bathroom.
Gee, see, now that makes me feel better.
Yeah.
Like over the decades. Well, I'm trying to think. Like I don't think when I was a kid, my gut. I think maybe once I was of the age where I chose what I ate more, it started maybe because I take horrible care of myself for the most part. So I'm sure it is just like diet and maybe some genetic stuff.
Yeah.
But it's got to be a absolute like cataclysmic emergency if I'm ever worried when I feel that first like if I'm out. Like I could go through an entire night where if I tried to fart, I would just blast my pants. I can go through a whole night like that and be fine.
Yeah.
And then when I get home, just destroy the toilet.
Ugh.
So I have it better than him. I've still got control.
Yeah.
I don't have to like.
He loses control.
Yeah, that sucks. Well, shouts out to him for living with that.
God.
Has he tried Metamucil?
I don't know. I'll ask him next
Yeah,
time.
ask him. I'd be curious.
Because like when you felt that, you just feel that way, and now you just don't think about it, or what?
You just don't. It becomes mind over matter.
Okay.
Like, yeah, you need to shit right now, very badly, and it's gonna be like somebody knocked the cap off a fire hydrant.
Yeah.
If you do it now, or if you do it in an hour. But you're out right now, so you can't do it. Because I'm not going to poop at a public place anyways, even if it was the most solid poop in the world. Those are the cataclysmic moments that come up. Those are the only shits I've taken in public, is when it's like, if I don't do this here now, I'm going to do it on myself. So.
What is that feeling like?
Shame, I guess. I think maybe like when I thought about these things, that's one of the reasons I like hotel rooms so much, is because I get that thrill of pooping somewhere that's not my house, but it's still private.
So you're living on the edge a little bit.
Well, I get to dance with the devil a little bit, but still playing it safe.
So yeah, people are so weird. I don't like pooping in public either, but I'm getting better about it.
I don't want to get better about it.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. It's like you want privacy when you open your. It's like a danger. I think that's what it is. It just goes back to danger. Yeah. But I just think, like, man, I think of people like, because what was it? We were somewhere recently, in the times that we've been out, and I said like, somebody was on the toilet. Oh, it was Target. Mm-hmm. We were out getting stuff for props. He had taken his jacket off and hung it on the stall, and he was in there just making sounds. And the Target toilet, it smelled awful. Just all kind sounds from his mouth, sounds from his butt, just everywhere.
What if it was your tattoo artist?
It could have been, for all I know. That's the thing, though. They have anonymity. Yeah. You don't know who the person is.
Yeah.
But that's what we're worried about. People are going to know who we are.
Yeah, I think I told this story before, but it's been a long time if I have. I can remember one of those. I was like, oh, it's either now or never. Like I had fought the waves for a long time, the diarrhea waves. And I was like, I can't anymore. And we were at a bar. It was me, my girlfriend at the time, and then Thomas. Shouts out Tom. We're at this bar that had like fun games and stuff, and I was battling it, which nothing new. And all of a sudden, I got one wave, and I was like, "Oh God, I can't do it anymore." So I went to the bathroom, giant bathroom, and went down to the last stall. And there was a decent amount of people there, so they were in and out. And I was trying to time my heaves and just the splash downs when people weren't in there. But once you break that seal, it's hard to like stay in between, Well, you don't know. Other people hopefully.
So you broke the seal on pooping at this point?
Yeah, and then it's like, because it's like, it's not all just going to go. it's gonna happen, and then your your stomach's gonna bubble a little bit, and whatever. Well, someone I imagine who was like me came in the bathroom because I can't imagine it smelled good. And I'm like, or I wasn't making sound in my mouth, but I heard them washing their hands, and they left the water running to hopefully make some sound.
Oh.
But then someone came in, had to have smelled what was going on, saw the water running, was like, man, I would hate to pay the water bills here, and like turn the water off. But it was nice. Like, and then I tried to time, like I cleaned up.
Yeah.
And then tried to time leaving when I thought there was no one in there.
Yeah, that's a common thing.
But yeah, I mean, it's still, I don't know. For me, it's just like,
it adds more anxiety and stress.
It's a shame.
To
It's
it.
a shameful thing.
Yeah, it does add more like anxiety and stress. Even when I poop, like it's not like I'm not ashamed of the poop that I produce, but at the same time, it's weird. You feel, I don't know, just vulnerable.
Yeah.
And then like say I poop at work.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll poop at work, go in the bathroom, then come out into the general vicinity of everything. And even though nobody has any idea that I pooped or anything, it's still like my butthole feels a little weird right now. It's kind of tingly. And then I see people and I feel kind of odd for the next like 5 or 10 minutes after that. Like I need some recovery time almost to just mentally recover from the poop that I just did in public where I was in a vulnerable state.
Right.
And now my butthole's tingling.
Right.
Yeah,
I know.
I will say, I actually thought about this today. And if you're going to go poop in public, the second stall, say there's 3 stalls. The second is most likely going to be the cleanest.
Makes sense.
Statistically. Because people go to the first one if they're running there, or the third one. So, yeah, if you poop in public, choose the second one. You know what that's from? That's from Mansers. You remember that show?
I do.
Let's see if we can find
You
some.
probably could. And that's interesting because it also goes against, like, that makes sense to me. Because when I think about choosing a stall, the times I go in there, like, say, people are at the urinals, which are after the stalls, then generally I'm going to go to the third one.
Yeah?
Because that's the one closest to the stalls. Obviously, I'd pick a urinal first. And a lot of times the last one from the entrance is also the handicap, which, is the nice one.
That's the nice
one. That's the one you want to go in.
Yeah, most people want to go to that one.
But if you're going in and you're like someone who doesn't have a preference with stalls versus urinals, you're going to go to the first one because it's right there.
Yeah. Yep.
But there's also a thing, I remember watching this magician on YouTube or on a television show where he had 3 cards. And people almost always pick the middle one.
I feel that makes sense.
Part
to
of your
too.
brain making that decision.
Yeah, because the middle one, it seems like more of a risk to go on the edges for some reason.
Because maybe if you're like going in there to poop, you don't want the potential to have people on both sides. You'd rather if there's going to be someone else, you want them on one side.
Yeah, and it makes sense to go to the furthest because you're like further away from everything.
Yeah, it all depends.
All right, so here we go. So this show, can you give a summary of this show? Do you remember?
So it was on Spike TV, if I remember correctly, which kind of it branded itself as like a channel for dudes.
Yeah,
like they'd have like the Man Awards or something like that.
Yeah,
just like Drunk History, I think was on there for a while. Just like really juvenile. Like I imagine a lot of people that really enjoyed Spike TV would enjoy this podcast. Just you don't have to use your brain. It just like shoots stupid shit at you, and you just take it and you're like, oh, that's funny.
Geared towards guys. A lot of boobs.
Which you can't. I mean, you couldn't really do it now because gender and orientation's not real anymore. It's all dealer's choice.
But it was pretty sexist, the whole thing.
Oh yeah, but it was not in like a hey, women are stupid. It was just we are geared towards guys.
Yeah,
in my mind.
Read some of these.
This is what they said. Ask for the 2-for-1 special. You get a happy ending and a small bag of meth for a low price. Sorry, being a Jew, this Lent thing looks like fun. What with its cows and Monty Python hands? I don't know what we're
What does that
referencing
mean? Yeah, it's like I guess I googled something like the best liners from Mansers. I'm trying to think here, but I watched the video on it like a year ago at this time.
Oh, you have to really be in the know for Mansers.
Yeah, you
got to
be in the know for sure.
You have to be a Mansers freak. Which, if you're a Mansers freak, you probably are a sexist.
100%. Yeah, that's where I watched the video. That's what the stall thing was on, and then they said something about. Oh, here it is.
Which one?
Just read that.
I remember when I heard this episode at the bar, and how the announcer sounds like a monster truck event announcer. There was a lull in conversation. Then suddenly, quote, "Can you fart so hard your balls explode?" I didn't hear what happened next over the sound of everyone laughing so hard their balls exploded.
That was in the show, and they went through an explanation on if your balls can actually explode from farting.
Can they?
I think they decided on no. I think so.
I would agree.
Yeah, I'm trying to find some like good one. Oh yeah.
How much beer can boobs drink?
Yeah.
Can you make a bazooka
They would
out
say
of
this
titties?
shit. Yes.
Are boobs made of butts? Beer Mansers.
This is pretty ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, you have to watch it to get the full effect. But, because I don't even know how you would watch it at this point either. It might be just lost in the
ether?
Yeah. Oh, apparently this got people going because there was like 200 and something comments.
Yeah.
On this. But we all knew it. Like we all watched this show at some point.
Yeah, you catch an episode like.
I mean, probably girls weren't watching this when we were younger, but
probably not. It was also Spike TV. I think was one of the ones where once it hit like 2 a.m., you would just get the Girls Gone Wild trailers.
Yeah,
and you would just watch that.
Yeah, it was just a trailer. It wasn't even a thing.
It'd be like an hour-long trailer.
Yeah, what was that?
I'm sure it made money. They wouldn't do it for how many years they did it, for
That's
how
a good
long
question.
that ad time was, because the ad was the show.
See here,
they bought a show block.
That's what it was. So I think that's what Mansers. After watching that video that I saw, I think it was geared towards kids, not just like older guys. I think it was like geared towards kids, like saying ridiculous, and that's what the Girls Gone Wild thing was. If you're an adult,
no,
you don't need to
the
watch
Girls
that.
Gone 100% geared towards adults because. You need no. I'm geared towards it in the sense of how they're going to make their money back for paying for the show
that
block. Definitely, maybe, but you're not going to make money from the kids. They can't pay to get the stuff, the goods. You need adults with their own cards, their own credit cards.
Their parents.
But even if you're a kid who's watching a Girls Gone Wild thing, or like, oh, I want that, you still have the wherewithal to be like, it's going to show up on their credit card thing.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, but like we had internet at that point.
Not in the beginning.
Of the
like I remember like watching those Girls Gone Wild ad shows, which the show was an ad. Way before like internet.
Well, not way, but maybe it was a couple years before, and maybe that's what they were doing.
I'm only 30. 2 years is way.
I guess so. Yeah. Way. Yeah, because we were probably like 8, 9, 10, and then I got in there at 11, I think 10 or 11. So yeah, maybe it was right before that. So they were getting on like the tail end of when they could actually make money. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's a business that got killed by the internet, huh? Girls Gone Wild.
You can't. Yeah, no. The whole
what you probably like sex hotlines. You think people still do sex hotlines?
No. Let's find out.
Yeah, see if that exists.
There's no way that.
But
exists.
maybe there like maybe one sex hotline could exist because there's enough dudes who or girls or whatever you are that's the only way that's the thing you like. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
like it's still niche enough for one to exist.
Actually, I was reading something about sex work in these times.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty much kind of like that, but in like Skype form.
All online, like video.
And they just talk to them. It's almost like a therapy session.
Oh, so not even video, just Skype like audio.
For this person, yeah, I think so.
Wow.
It was
So
like,
they could
well,
look
she used to be a therapist.
I bet you can get somebody going. Some just garbage person that calls up or Skypes a sex Skype line, and they're like, "Hey, here's what I'm into." You know
Yeah.
their brain like that.
Yeah.
And you're like, "Okay, yeah." So I take my shoes off inside out and put them up my butt, and they're like, "Oh."
It makes sense though.
Yeah, therapists would make the best.
Yeah, because you just have to act. It's like you don't have to look at each other. You don't have the anonymity things.
Yeah.
Again, so you can kind of just be who you want to be in those situations.
I've never thought of a therapist doing. That's a good side hustle for a therapist.
She got fired, and then
From what?
therapy.
She'd
Being a
open her own
therapist.
practice. You can't take her license
Sounded
away
like
for
she had some mental problems too. This particular one. She used to be a sex worker. Then
became
she
a therapist.
Became a therapist.
She
got
prostituted
fired.
herself to make money to pay for medical school.
Yeah.
Became a therapist. Missed a little bit of that action. Did a side
No, she
hustle
got
doing
fired.
Skype sex calls.
No, she got
She got fired first, and then did the.
Yeah, because I guess the pandemic happened, and she
This is recent.
No, yeah, this is all about sex work in the pandemic. The thing I was reading, and she got fired because she became overwhelmed with all the people that were coming in and talking to her, and like I guess she's a super empathetic person, and just felt so bad and just couldn't get out of it, and was like having issues. And then work said they said she just needs to take some time off or something and figure herself out. So then to make money, she went back to what she knew how to do, sex work, but she couldn't do it in a normal way, or she didn't feel safe doing it in a normal way. So then she started doing a therapy version of it, almost.
Okay. I mean, it's very linear. That checks out. Tell me, you probably have a different thought on this with me. As you're telling me that story, I got a little put off.
Why?
I'm an empathetic person.
Yeah.
Like, I will watch a video of somebody being sad, and I'll just start crying.
Okay.
I'm very empathetic. It's easy for me to, like, feel other people's, like, or at least, I mean, maybe I just have never had enough of it dumped on me at one time.
Yeah.
But I feel like you're more than just empathetic if that happens, and then you're like, oh, I can't handle all their sadness. That's not really happening to me. So you do agree with me. You
Yeah.
got extra issues if you're a person that does that.
She did sex work for years. Obviously, she's got some issues. That's not going to make a person okay.
But even someone who didn't do sex work,
Yeah.
and they, like, say they're a therapist, they go through all the schooling to get to that point, and then all of a sudden they're hearing people's real problems, and they're like, oh, I can't take it. You need to
think about doing something else.
Well, not only that, I just feel like you got kind of a small little brain.
Probably. I mean, I don't know this person personally. Maybe she's not very smart.
Right.
I
And
don't
we're
know.
we're dealing in broad strokes.
I don't know. Like, that part makes no sense to me.
Right.
Because I feel empathetic towards people that I know and love, but like strangers that I'm talking to, not really. Unless they have, like, again, to like physical. If they have like a physical ailment, I feel well, maybe a sympathy at that point. But yeah. So I don't know what she's doing. Like, if I'm talking to a bunch of people, like, I think about therapy. If I talked to a bunch of people and heard all their problems, I would get so annoyed after a while. I couldn't do it. You could do it though, maybe. Well, you tell them to just change everything and get mad at them.
Is that? Well, then I definitely couldn't do it if that's what I would do. I wouldn't get mad at them because, like I said, I'm very empathetic. I just think some things that people complain about a lot of times is really stupid. But then I try and remember that everything's relative.
Yeah.
That's the hard part. But I think if you go into it thinking that, you could, just about anyone could do it.
Yeah.
But you just have to, there's a lot of work before.
Oh, yeah.
To get to that place.
Yeah, because everybody's so different. Like, the worst thing that happens to somebody may not be that
Could
bad.
be the best thing that happened to somebody else.
Yeah, but it's still the worst thing to them, and then they feel bad about it, and so they got issues about it, and then maybe they need help. I don't know. I don't know these people.
I mean, I like hearing people's problems and giving my 2 cents.
Yeah, I mean, I like hearing people's problems, but usually I just like listening. I don't want to tell them. I mean, if they ask me what they want to know, I guess I'll tell them. But usually I'm just an ear, you know. An ear.
Yeah, you're
for
just
it.
a hole.
All right, I'm curious to see if this still.
Men masturbate to my voice 8 hours.
No, they don't.
2019.
No, they do not. You're
It's from
lying.
Cosmo. 8 hours a day, life as a phone sex operator. So 24-year-old Angelica has role-played every fantasy you could think of, and many you never would.
Wow.
Angelica, stop. With an average call lasting 18 minutes and costing up to £3 62 pence, whatever Brits use, a minute, customers are spending in excess of £65 a time to talk to strangers about their fetishes and fantasies.
Interesting.
Angelica's from California, but we're dealing in pounds for some reason. Been working as an operator at 1-800-PHONE-SEX. You know, sometimes straightforward is the best way to name your place. For 4 years, she tells Cosmopolitan UK what it's really like to have men masturbating the sound of your voice 8 hours a day.
Hold on, did we? Because we used to like dial random stuff. Do you think we ever did 1-800-PHONE-SEX?
I doubt it.
Well, I bet we did.
Maybe we did.
Phone, like if we were like a kid, 1-800, type in sex. I don't like phone sex. I don't know.
We could have. You know, one time we made a prank call, and it was some lady that answered, and we were like being stupid because we would just dial random numbers. And then I remember a few days later, my mom was like, "John, were y'all prank calling people?" I was like, "Yeah, we were." She was like, "Okay, well, I got a call from someone who was accusing me of having an affair with her husband."
What'd you do?
I was like, "I'm sorry." We were just like, we're just saying stupid stuff. She was like, "Yeah." She called me, and when I picked up, she was like, "Who is this?" She's like, "This is Ruthie." She's like, "Why are you calling my husband?" She was like, "What are you talking about?"
What?
She's like, I answered a call from this number, blah blah blah.
Was it your sister that was on the phone, or was it you?
That when she called back,
No, that when you talked.
No,
or
it was
she
us.
She just saw the. Oh, she just saw the number.
it was like me, you, and Tom. No, she picked up,
and we talked to him,
and we were like,
and she thought we were females.
or at least trying to cover up the fact that we called
Yeah.
trying to reach her husband. Or maybe we did female voices. I don't remember exactly how our call went. But I remember my mom getting a call from a woman that we prank called, asking her to stop having an affair with her husband.
That's aggressive on that lady's part, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's a leap. But that tells me now that her husband is already been unfaithful.
Yeah.
They're already on a rocky situation.
We might have tipped that boat over.
Let's hope we did for their sake.
What if we did? We were like, my first thought was your prank calls have consequences, but now I'm thinking your prank calls save lives.
They could.
And now
Save
they're
time at least.
Jesus Christ. We talked to some lady on the phone, and then she just automatically think her husband's having an affair.
Well,
maybe we provoked her or something too.
We probably did. Had like my dad answered, maybe
Yeah.
it would have been a different response.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
if
yeah.
I would have answered.
Or what if your dad answered and then
She thought her husband was gay.
yeah.
Who's top? You or my husband?
And she sounds like she might be a little I don't know, jumping the gun a little bit on stuff.
But again, maybe not. It could be something she's dealt with. You know what I mean?
That sucks.
Like he's the piece of shit.
Well, good for us.
Cheers to us, man. Saving time. Not marriages, but time.
Because I can't imagine at that age we would have had like a full-on conversation with them.
No.
We were pretty frightened
We were
of
stupid.
actual. It was like, oh, somebody's going to answer. Oh, man, I'm getting so excited. And then they answer and they just say something, and then we hang up and laugh. Was that funny? Okay. Why? Why did we think that was funny?
We were stupid. That was around the birth of caller ID too.
Yeah.
I don't even know if we had caller ID yet.
Star 69.
but then it was, what was it, star 67 before caller ID that would give you the number that just called you?
Star 69
was the one that would give it back. But there was one before caller ID, you could dial it and it would block. Like then star 69 wouldn't work.
Yeah. I don't remember, but I do remember there was something.
Or was that after caller ID where you would dial it and your number would come up as unknown?
I don't know.
Star 69 though. You know the guy in
them.
that meeting, they were like, yeah, we need a number where you can get the last number that called you.
It's like, yeah.
And some like college student who's temping, star 69.
Well, yeah, he's like, probably, oh, yeah, look, 6 and 9 are together. Probably just 69,
That's easy
right?
enough. And the guy's like, yes. Perfect.
Star 69.
Nice.
That is pretty good.
Yeah.
What if you do it now?
Just hit star 69 and call me.
Actually, yeah, I was just thinking that. What's your number? 80.
803. Yeah, I gotta bleep that out now.
Why? You don't want me to do it?
Thanks. I could have just
just keep it on there.
No, I don't want that.
Just keep it on there.
No, I'm not.
Everybody wants your number. They're gonna call you, tell you they love you. Maybe they'll phone
You know how mad I would get if they never email us or send stuff in, and yet they started calling my phone.
Maybe they'll phone sex you.
I don't need them to phone.
What is
sex me.
happening right now? It says it's ringing. Nothing happened. So it just didn't go through. Yeah, I did it. Star 69.
Did you put it on
your
speaker?
Number. Okay.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again.
Fuck off.
So maybe it doesn't work anymore.
It just doesn't
Google
work
star
anymore.
69.
Technology.
No,
No.
can't be completed. Star 67.
Hiding. So yeah, that is star 67 was hiding your number.
Okay, star 69 was try star
This trick,
67.
this works for smartphones and landline. Okay, so I can call you and like disguise myself.
And it'll just say unknown caller probably.
Yeah, let's see what happens. All right, here we go. It's
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Don't put my number out again, so I have to find that.
I didn't. That's not 803. It's the area code.
Oh, because look, I have the block.
Oh, okay.
It
yeah,
says
take it
no,
off.
so it says no caller ID, but I'll take it off just so we can do for science.
Okay.
But it seems, yeah, it works. It seems.
I want to see it happen because now you can just call people. Ooh, this may be a bad idea.
No, we need people to know. What is it on your phone?
I'm just saying for like people to anonymously call people, and then
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we're putting that out there now. All right, go
oh,
for
that's
it. Go
bad though. I didn't even really consider that you could do that.
For it. Yeah,
anymore.
look, no caller ID.
Oh
what it says.
no.
Well, here, do it again. I'll do it. I'll lock my phone so it fills up the whole thing.
Oh no. Okay. Okay, it's going.
No caller ID.
Oof, that's not good. People are going to be calling people that don't want it.
This asshole hung up on me.
Who was it?
I have no idea.
You have no
now,
idea.
Can I star 69 you?
I try it. Just
that's
dial.
the
Yeah,
one,
just
right?
dial star 69. See what happens. It says no, but we might as well try it. Got nothing to lose, right? Ooh, that's dirty.
All the power is in the hands
That
of
is
the deviants.
dirty. Oh my god, that's not good. They need to bring star 69 back.
Do with that information what you will. But now I'm trying to remember, if you star 67 prank called someone, could they star 69 you back, or did star 67 block star 69 from working?
I don't know. I assume we would probably star 67 that lady that called your house
assume.
back.
Is there a way to ask, would star 67 block star 69?
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna think no.
Yeah, because there wasn't enough technology yet, right?
This is interesting. This all like new stuff coming up.
Can someone 69 to 67 call?
69 to 69.
Yes, what star 67 does make your number appear as private. It cannot be traced, not even if you star 69 try to call
So
it
it's
back.
always
That's
had
from 2005. So you could not 69 a 67 call.
Yeah, so 67's had the power
It's-
forever,
yeah. Wow.
which it should be 69. Now I wish they would have done them opposite.
Shouts out 67 gang.
Yeah, 67's way better. You can just do whatever you want to with
That's
that.
cool. So yeah, so we were too stupid to 67 our calls.
God. Phew. Yeah, we were too dumb. We just didn't know about it. I
We
guess.
didn't know. We also didn't know that calling information costs money.
Mm-hmm.
Because we 411'd Ryan Dunn's number 1,000 times from Thomas's house.
Yeah.
And then when his mom got their phone bill, she was like, what the hell has happened? Why is our bill so much higher than before? And it's all from this one day we were calling 411.
Hey, we did it though. God, we were so dumb.
We were just kids having fun.
Oh no. Ugh. Well, hopefully nobody abuses that star 67.
I hope they do.
information.
And I hope when they talk, they tell them to listen to the Greyboys at Large
It's like
podcast.
stalkers do not need to know about star 67.
I bet we have a lot of stalkers that listen to
You
us.
think so?
Yeah, 100%, dude. You don't think so?
Probably like half of them.
Half of them.
At least.
So if you're listening to this with your friend and you're not a stalker,
He's a
your
stalker.
friend's a stalker.
They are a stalker. Whew.
man,
That's pretty
cool.
cool.
Good
I
little
did-
trip down memory lane.
What about this?
Malicious caller identification. The Star 57 is an upcharge fee subscription service offered by telephone company providers, which, when dialed immediately after a malicious call, records metadata for the police. That's cool. So if someone calls you, is calling you over and over, and is like, "Hey, let me see your pussy." You star 57 them, and you can give that metadata to the police.
I wonder if star 57 can overcome the 67. We'll find out.
People 67ing would like to come over people who want a 57.
Yeah. This is there's so many
73.
vertical service code. What?
What? The vertical service code star 82s enables calling line identification regardless of subscriber preference. So you can dial. What? Does this say someone that's blocked you on their phone, you can call them if you star 82?
Let's try it. Block me real quick.
Dude, we are.
This is I've never even thought about this.
This is incredible.
I've never thought about this before.
Block this caller. All right, you're blocked.
All right, I'm gonna try it. I don't think
So
it's
you're
gonna
star
work.
82.
There's no way. It's going through. It's trying. No.
Doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
Google that. Is there a way to call someone who's blocked you? This is even worse information to give out than the other. How do you call
Oh.
someone who is blocked?
Oh, that's it. It's just star 67. Am I still
no,
blocked?
that will block your number.
Oh, block your number.
Click this one. How to call some
What?
iPhone. You need
So you can actually do it.
open the settings app. Oh my god. So go to settings on your phone.
On my phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
And select show my caller ID.
Where's that at?
In
Gotta be
settings.
On phone.
Probably on phone. Yeah, it is. It's in phone.
Okay.
And then turn it off.
Okay.
And now call me. Hang on, let me make sure you're blocked still. Yeah, you're blocked. Oh my god, this is bad info to put out.
Should I call you just normal or try to add something to it? All right,
No,
let's
just
try
call
it.
me,
Okay.
yeah. You can call me.
No.
It just says no caller ID.
Oh, I feel so dumb.
Yeah,
There's
so
such
there you
simple
go.
loophole. That's just a click of the thing.
All right, guys. So here you go. If you're that toxic person where your ex-boyfriend or girlfriend has blocked
Oh,
you, and you
no.
really just have one more thing to tell them,
God.
all you got to do is go to settings, phone, don't show your caller ID, and you can get through to him or her or them or they, and tell them that one last thing you really needed to tell them.
Wait, don't hang up. Don't hang up. Please, please.
And you can just call them. They can't block you cannot block a no ID number.
No, you can't. Well, you can though.
You can silence it.
But
But they can still leave you a voicemail.
They can still leave
see
you a
if you could
voice-
leave me a voicemail.
You're
blocked.
Well, change it to
Oh yeah.
your normal settings where you don't accept.
Dude,
random
we
calls
are
you don't
we are
know.
opening up Pandora's box here. I'm sorry to those of you that blocked
This is
your
so-
toxic
this
ex
is
that
fun.
listens to us. All right, silenced unknowns
All
are
right.
off. You're also blocked. Yeah, it just went through. It silenced it. But,
But
now
it
can
just
you
took it
leave
to
me a
voicemail. Yeah, it just said I could leave you. So people can't escape you now.
Okay, so all right, here's what we have so far. You have a toxic relationship. You break up. You're like, oh man, they cheated on me. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You block them. They try and call you, can't get through, and then because what was the message is like this dial cannot be completed as dialed or whatever.
Yeah.
Then they turn off their caller ID.
Mm-hmm.
They can call you,
Yep.
and you keep getting calls from no caller ID number. So you're like, all right, so you silence unknown numbers.
Yep.
And then you get notifications blocked or silence call unknown number.
Yeah.
But you have a voicemail.
Yep.
You listen to it. Hey, it's me.
Yeah.
Give me one more chance.
People are gonna have to change their number after this.
Jesus.
That's literally the only thing that you can do to stop somebody
Is change your
from
number.
calling you. If they know the right information, the only thing you can do is change your number.
I wonder. Oh man, now I'm wondering. I'm wondering.
Hold on, there's other numbers.
All right, I just unblocked you, by the way.
Thank you. I can still get through anyway, but
Doesn't matter. I just want to see. Who? Most of my blocked numbers are people trying to sell me stuff that call me multiple times
yeah, just because we had Mr. Number
until
like
that
2
went.
years ago, and then that was so good, and now we got to do the block feature, and you're blocking people like legitimate businesses now, which sucks.
It's awful. Yeah. So, do you have any blocked contacts?
No.
I don't either. It's all numbers that called me trying to sell me shit.
Yeah, I don't have anything blocked.
Wow. Well, there you go, people.
Look at this. Star 77. Star 70. There's star 70. You could do star whatever. What is this? Anonymous call rejection is star 77. It intercepts calls from people who have used a blocking feature to prevent their name or number from being provided to the people they call.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
The caller hears a message telling them to hang up,
So maybe
unblock, deliver on their phone, and call again? What?
anonymous call is
Intercepts calls from
activated.
people who have used a blocking Click on does 77 cost money before we test this one? There's a simple solution to block robocalls and it's free on your home phone and $1.99 a month smartphone. Yeah, so it's something you have to get, I guess.
Yeah, okay. Block robocalls.
Can you star 67 a text message? Hide your number with a block code.
to hide your number, make a private call?
Only works for phone calls, not text
You
messages.
can't. So you can't just send people like random
Unsolicited, untraceable dick
dick
pics.
pics, death threats, just any. Dude, this is not good.
You know what's nuts is that the person that figured out, like, hey, I've been blocked. How can I still get in contact with the person who clearly doesn't want to speak to me? It was like, oh, what if I just turn on my caller ID?
And then they were like, "All right, well, this works."
Imagine being that cave dweller.
God, yeah, you just can't. You can't stop. What is this?
Can you 69 a blocked number?
Can you 60? What?
So could you?
Some block calls are automatic callers.
Because if you called me, no, but star 69 just wouldn't work at all when we tried it. We already tried that one, right?
10 number. Okay, so it seems like all of these are kind of there's a bunch of other star stuff, but it seems like they're all kind of
like
a fading
premium
off,
service
yeah.
or something.
So it seems like the most important ones are
69, 67. Well, 69 doesn't work anymore.
That's-
67 is the only one.
61's like that's the thing, but that's dangerous because
61.
now, huh?
What's 61?
Where's 61 at?
You just said 61.
Did I?
67
67
is the one that blocks your number.
That's the one that's dangerous. That's the one you can just be anonymous out there. That one, and then not showing your caller ID.
Which I guess is just 67.
67
plus.
without having no. But I tried. You had me blocked, and I tried 67, and it didn't work. I had
Right.
to turn off the
That's
show
what I'm saying.
caller
So
ID.
the
It's
don't
better.
show your
It's
caller
better.
ID.
Yeah, you don't
is
even need
67 plus.
Yeah, none of these. All of these are useless now.
If you're trying to
need-
get in touch with that ex who just doesn't want to talk to you anymore,
Yeah.
just block caller ID.
Yeah.
You're going right through, and if they don't take missed calls, you can still leave them a voicemail.
Yeah, or
You're
somebody-
welcome.
Or if somebody did you wrong and you just really hate them, you can
And they
just
blocked you.
yeah, and you can just
Or
like
yeah, you can just block it. Yeah,
yeah,
just block your info and just change your voice and tell them
yeah,
their deepest, darkest secret.
Where are they? Rachel.
yeah. You can do some pretty malicious stuff with this.
So you're welcome.
Yeah,
Hashtag
you're welcome.
2021. Here's really let those people know.
Here's
that
the thing with this. This does no good. No good is coming from this. This is all evil.
yeah,
Completely evil.
unless you're doing a fun prank to your friend.
You could do a front.
It's not all evil.
Okay, yeah, you could do a fun.
It's
prank to your
90% evil.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think ghosts are real or not?
friend. Or not.
Or not? Would you star 69 your call or not? 85%. What was it? 80% they're real,
It was-
25% they're not, or 85 and 20? Because it was an extra 10%, right?
It was yeah.
It was
It's
85
and 25. Yeah.
Apparently 85% ghosts are real and 25 they're not. So
I don't know.
are ghosts real or not? Shouts out that little girl.
Yeah.
Shouts out to her.
Hope she's doing
I
well.
hope she's having the best 2021 of all of us.
She's
Because
probably
she brought me joy.
she's probably a person that has their caller ID turned off.
No.
Yeah, I
Hers
think
is
so.
on. She wants her friends to know when she's calling. And I guarantee you they pick up every time because
think
they're
so?
excited to talk to her because she's got a very open-minded outlook on life. She's not judging anybody.
really
She just
does.
asks questions. She wants answers, but she's not going to just, she's somebody who is not willing to say things that are just 100%.
Mm-hmm.
There's possibilities out
No,
there.
you
it's
can be-
possible there's 110% out there.
When she's optimistic too.
She's very
not
optimistic.
pessimistic. because
She's very
like-
nice.
Yeah.
So shouts. Are we? Yeah, we're about there.
Yeah, we can do it.
My
Shouts out to her.
first and most important sorry this week is her.
You didn't even say me last week.
I
so-
did.
You didn't. Go back and listen.
I didn't?
Uh-uh.
I guess we're even. Oh, that's cool, man. Shouts out 8525 girl. Shouts out your beer tower.
Thanks.
Oh, I'll check this out.
You see this little guy? Shouts out to this guy. You see
can?
him? No, you see this? Yeah, got the guy on the can.
Oh, that guy. He's kind of like a zombie spaceman.
Yeah. It's like a zombie spaceman Sasquatch. I don't think that looks unlevel. Okay. All right.
Shouts out beer towers. Shouts out you. Shit. Twice even. 2 shouts out to you. You're the best. You're killing it already. My mans don't need no resolutions.
That's
Okay.
that's worrying me. I appreciate that. What is that from? Is that from something or you just made it up?
Nah, it was just a racially insensitive thing I said. Shouts out also to those of you who did make New Year's resolutions and are
Yeah.
making your way towards them. Way to go. We're here for you. Oh, damn. Next week, you got to remind me to tell you my Rick stories.
Okay.
We
what's that name?
we
Rick.
got into some good stuff.
Yeah. We didn't want
Shouts out 69ers.
Yeah.
The San Francisco football team 69ers. And shouts out 2021. Maybe it'll be good.
Yeah, shouts out to 2021 for sure. You got to be hopeful at least. Shouts out to Apple for giving the option to be a complete deviant and piece of just garbage and make people's lives living terror until they have to change their phone number.
Thank
That
you,
should
Steve.
not be an option.
Stephen Hobbs.
Yeah, I feel weird about that.
I like
Shouts out to everybody that came and listened to music on New Year's Eve. It was fun. Hope you had fun. Shouts out to you, obviously.
Thanks, man.
Shouts out to, I don't know, what even happened this week? Exile Bar. That was
Shouts out
fun.
Exile Bar.
Vela
We're
Fellow.
off.
Giving us some good times and some good memories.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah. I can't think. I don't know what happened. I'm done.
You mad at your mic, Steve?
Yeah. Shouts out basketball too.
Yeah.
And what was the guy's name?
Jack Well.
Jaquel. Shouts out.
Shouts out, and he may or may not have been on house arrest. He had an anklet on. We're not sure. But anyways, thanks, guys. We appreciate it.
All
Please subscribe to our freaking YouTube page.
It'd be cool.
There's
if
gotta
you-
be more than 29 of you.
You
I know
know,
one
I
of them's
mean-
me. One of them's you.
Yeah, like, are you too busy to do it? I don't understand.
Doesn't take
like,
much
just,
time.
Just click it. Like, it helps us out. It's gonna help you out. So, win-win, guys. It's not
You don't get many of those.
like a block call or calling the block callee or whatever. It's not a situation.
Right.
It's beneficial to everybody.
Yeah, it's great. So thanks for doing that in advance. All right, Jerry. Let's do it, man.
All right.
Bye.
See ya.